Look at this, Mosquito Central. Good morning from the PCT. I am late to leave camp this morning with no pickles here. While the cat's away, the mouse will play. Also, it's just really cold this morning and I really did not want to come out of my sleeping bag. So there's that. So yeah, it's like 7:45. Haven't quite finished packing yet. I'm about to finish and I'm gonna take off. But yeah, I have to say my motivation levels this morning very low. I've been feeling really tired the last couple of days, not like body tired, but like sleepy tired. I had a lot of caffeine at the camp store the other day, so then I didn't have the best night of sleep that night. That was at the Tuolumne Meadows store, which I should have known better, but sometimes you get to a store and you get overtaken by the hunger and the excitement of all the things you could get there. So anyway, I didn't get the best night of sleep. So then yesterday at lunch, I fell asleep for 15 minutes and I got in my tent pretty early yesterday, hiding from the mosquitoes, and it was pretty chilly here because I'm in sort of a canyon right now. But then these people came by at 9 p.m. shining their lights directly on my tent. I think they were just night hiking, but they were looking around and they kept shining their light on my tent, which was super annoying because that woke me up. I'm trying to get 12 hours of sleep here. Okay, maybe not that many. But anyway, it was disrupted. But I did generally have a very good night of sleep, and I felt like I really needed that. And then I actually was the only person that camped here. So I felt no pressure to get out early, which was really nice. But I do need to get a move on. I don't have a plan for today. I'm just going to see where I end up. That's kind of the nice thing of hiking by yourself, right? I am going to visit Benson Lake in just a couple of miles. I'm halfway down this big descent. And so at the bottom, there's a side trail to go to Benson Lake. So that's the one that's supposed to be the Riviera of the Sierra. So I want to go check that out. I'm really cold though, so I really doubt I'm going to get in at all, but I'll at least go see it and have a snack. And then I have to go over another pass today because in the Sierra, you have to go over a pass every day. I think it's Seavey Pass. So that'll be today, and we'll see what else comes. All right, this is the side trail to Benson Lake. Let's go check it out. Here's some of those famous white sand beaches. It is for sure too chilly for a swim, but this is so beautiful. Great recommendation. Thank you, Brian at Kittredge Sports in Mammoth. Look at this nice beach. All right, back on the PCT. And now got a 3-mile climb to the top of the pass. All right, made it up Seavey Pass. That was a tough one. It wasn't that long compared to some of the other ones, but it's a lot of stone stairs and stepping over things, and it was pretty steep. So it was a toughie, another toughie. Oof, guess we're not done with the stone steps yet.
Got a lot of climbing going on today, not just the pass. Boo.
Another lake. Too bad moose don't live here. They would love it. This one is Wilma Lake. How pretty. Dinner tonight, mushroom risotto from Good to Go. Okay, here's my review on the mushroom risotto. It's really plain. It needs salt or cheese or something. Like, it's just very, very plain. I really don't recommend it. And Pickles had it, and she put like the correct amount of water in it, and it was super, super watery. So I only put like 3/4 of the amount of water that it says, which worked out pretty good, I think. But still, it just tastes very plain. Hello from my tent. So I was gonna hike another 2.5 miles tonight, and I feel like I have the energy because I took another nap at lunch and I had some caffeinated noon after lunch as well. So I was feeling good, but I came across this really nice camp spot, and it's right by the water, like a creek. So I was like, ooh, I don't know. Can I pass that up? Like, I feel like I'm going to sleep really well there. So ultimately, I decided not to pass it up, and I decided to snag it. And I'm so glad that I did, because I sat up at probably like 6:15, 6:30. And all day, it's been pretty chilly. Like, I've been in my puffy for like half the day, which has not been normal at all, even in the Sierra. Like, in the Sierra, it's still, for most of the day, you know, the nights have been cold, but for most of the day, it's still really warm. Like, I'm usually like sweating on climbs, whatever. I actually, on this last climb today, I was cold. And I was like, I'm going to have to put my puffy on as soon as I get to the top of this climb, which is what I did. And so I set up at camp, and like the sun went down, and very quickly it got colder and colder. And now it's really frigid. I can't tell you exactly what the temperature is. I don't have a thermometer, but I can tell you that I'm in all of my clothes right now, and I'm still chilly. And like, I was very chilly sitting out eating dinner. So anyway, for that reason, I'm glad that I stopped a little earlier than planned. I didn't go that far today, only about 17 miles, but I did have an extra mile in there for my side quest to Benson Lake. But that's okay. I'm not really in a hurry. I have to be in South Lake Tahoe a week from today, but I think it's like 105 miles from here or something, so no problem. I can definitely do that. I will be stopping at Kennedy Meadows North, though, in a couple of days, and they have a 10:30 a.m. shuttle and a 3 p.m. shuttle from Sonora Pass. And I would like to be on the 10:30 a.m. shuttle for a couple of reasons. Number one, I just want to be able to take a shower and get my laundry and charge my stuff and not be stressed, like not be on a time constraint. And I feel like obviously if I take the 3 p.m., there's going to be more people there because it'll be the people that came in at 10:30 and at 3. But also, I've run out of good snacks. And so I want to get there and eat. I'm telling you guys, what I think about half the time out here is food. Like, I'm just so hungry all the time. And when I came out of Mammoth, my bag was so heavy with all my food, and I was absolutely convinced I had way too much food. No, not so. I actually planned really well. I maybe have like an extra half day of food, but I feel like I like to do that anyway for safety reasons, because you just never know what's going to happen, right? But yeah, I think I actually planned my food really well. I just eat a lot these days, so it's heavy, unfortunately. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'd really like to get a cold drink and some Cheetos, among other things. Apparently they have a restaurant there, so I can get like actual food, which I'll be thrilled about. But for some reason right now, all I really want is some Cheetos. Most of what I have left in terms of snacks is like sweet stuff, like Cliff Builder bars and Pro bars and stuff. And those are good and they have a lot of protein, but they're like sweeter things. Like I seem to have eaten all my salty things already, sadly. Except I do have a few pistachios left, so maybe I'll have a little tent snack. Don't tell me. Okay, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I forgot to mention, just so no one's confused, I have to be in South Lake Tahoe in a week because I have to get off trail for my side quest to Carson City. If you don't know what that is, look up the Carson City to Canada quest. I have a video about it in my PCT playlist. But also my brother is coming out with me, or is coming out to Carson City to spend a few days with me, and we're going to vacation in Tahoe and Carson City before I actually start my Carson City to Canada quest. So anyway, I'm meeting him a week from today. That's why I have to be in South Lake Tahoe by then. Okay, now for real. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.